Pat Newsham, and her aunt, Phyllis McBride, to please come forward for the oath of office administered by Judge John S. Carlin.
And the Bible will be to your left. Here, stand next to your mom with the Bible. Everybody ready? Raise your right hand. You ready? I, Chris Patricca, do solemnly swear that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution and government of the United States and of the state of Florida. I am duly qualified to hold office under the Constitution of the state. I will well and faithfully perform the duties of school board member on which I am now about to enter. So help me God.
So help me God.
Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Okay, so how awesome is it to see this room filled for the purpose of celebrating and supporting Lee County schools? How awesome is that? So I have a lot of people I want to thank. The first is God, and I want to say that I will continue to seek his guidance as we make difficult decisions over the next 4 years. Much of my clarity and strength will come from him. I want to thank my family, Tom, my 3 kids, Patty, Jack, and T, my mom, my Aunt Phyllis. I have to tell you that running for school board was a whole family effort in the Patricca household. And serving my community for the next 4 years will continue to be a whole family effort. T's saying, yes, it was, yes, it was. I just want you guys to know that I appreciate your sacrifices. And I really appreciate your understanding of the importance of what this school district can achieve. So thank you. I want to thank Steve Hunt, my political consultant, who I don't think is here, but I'll say some nice words about him anyways. Steve helped me find a path to victory in this campaign without compromising our principles. And Steve knows Lee County, and he would kill me for saying this, but he has a really good heart. So we worked really well together. And as I look through this room, I see so many people who helped me. So many people. Either you made a donation, or you shared a post on Facebook, or you sent emails, or you talked about my campaign, or you endorsed me. This was a group effort. This was not something that I could have done by myself, and it's because of every one of you that I'm standing here. So thank you very much. And as I reflect on each individual board member, we are 7 now. I think about, I'm going to go in order by district. I think about Pam, and I think about Melissa. I think about Steve. I think about Mary. I think about Jane, and I think about Kathleen. I am struck by the amazing potential that we have. Tonight we have the opportunity to come together as a group and truly capitalize on each other's strengths and fill in for each other's weaknesses. We truly have the ability here, guys, to realize amazing potential and move this district forward. Think about the schools. Think about the tremendous talent we have in the schools. We have amazing administrators. We have amazing teachers. We have amazing staff. We have amazing students. The potential is unbelievable. Think about the district. Think about the leadership here. Our community has wholeheartedly embraced Dr. Adkins and his staff. Now it's up to us to really move this forward. So I want to finish by saying I want to thank the community and ask you to please reach out to me with your comments, your concerns, and your compliments. regarding the schools. I need your help in getting this done as well. And in case you can't tell, I'm really, really excited about this new venture. So now that it's official, let's get her done. Thank you.
And now I'd like to ask Dr. Jane Kuckel, accompanied by her husband, Mr. Fred Abatino, and daughter Heather and Josh Hilgart, to come forward for the oath administered by Judge John S. Carlin.
I got it. Raise your right hand. You ready? I, Jane Kuckel,
I, Jane Kuckel,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution and government
the Constitution and government
of the United States
of the United States
and of the state of Florida.
and of the state of Florida.
I am duly qualified
I am duly qualified
to hold office
to hold office
under the Constitution of the state.
under the Constitution of the state.
I will well and faithfully perform
I will well and faithfully perform
the duties of school board member
the duties of school board member
on which I am now about to enter.
at which I am now about to
So
enter.
help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. You want me in that picture too?
Well, when I left the district 4 years ago, I had not a thought ever about coming back. And as you must know, it was a long and hard decision. And at this point in time, I am so thrilled to be back among friends and among the best educators in the country and probably around the world. You are amazing, and that's the draw for me. You probably know, and not many people campaigning talk about it, but campaigning is pretty gruesome. But at the end, it pays off. It's well worth it. And it's really worth it for me because of the people that I'm going to be sitting with up on that podium, those that are being sworn in tonight, those that are returning, and of course our outstanding superintendent, Dr. Greg Atkins. And I too, I don't want to repeat everything that was said, but I too want to thank all of those people that somewhere along the line made it happen for me. It might even have just been a nod. It might have been some night when I was exhausted and said, I can't do this anymore. Somebody saying, we need you. Or those people that gave financial support, or were out in the rain putting up signs and taking down signs, or all those things it takes to run a campaign at any level. So it has been quite a process for me, and I am so looking forward to being part of this team. Probably the best benefit of the campaign is that it forces you to get all around the county. And you hear from all the different groups of people that have an interest in education, an interest in our students, and an interest in our staff. And they don't take any hesitation to tell you what they think about what the school board should be doing. And so that's why I'm here. I'm here to help things stay as good as they are, and then hopefully to move forward. One of the things that I did pick up on was the many, many big challenges that we have, and a lot of the small challenges. because wherever you go, things are never all just like you would want them to be or exactly the way they think others would want them to be. And so there's always room to improve, and that's true at any level. As well as with the school board, we've gone from 5 to 7, so that's a whole new dynamic. And that was one of the things that kind of focused me too, was what I can bring back to the table in terms of history of the district, expertise in what we did before, in the things that we did well when I was on before, and in other districts that I've worked with and worked for. And then this whole transition from 5 to 7. Building a team, when you have a high-performing team, there is nothing more exhilarating. And what Chris said about building on each other's strengths, using our differences not as conflicts, but as stepping stones to find the right solution, is really what it's all about. So here are the things that I picked up along the way. You're going to agree with some of these. Maybe some I didn't mention. It doesn't mean that I didn't pick them up, but we have some big challenges, and we all know that. First of all, the academics, getting us back to an A school district. We've always been an A school district. We just want to be able to show it. And of course, one of the biggest challenges will be funding our student growth and the renewal of the things that come out of capital funds, like our buses and technology. Our teacher retention. I heard that everywhere that I went. And that means respecting, supporting those people that you have on board, as well as recruiting. And within that then falls diversity in the community. Diversity with our staff, diversity on the board. And I pledged all along the way to work on that. And most everywhere I went, I was asked that. There is no diversity on the board in terms of racial diversity at this point in time. So our role as board members, and your role too, is to begin to recruit people that will run for this office. I'm here to tell you it's not an easy task. So we need to find people that have the expertise and skills to make good decisions at the board level, and then recruit them and support them along the way. That's what you did for me, and now in the name of diversity, we need to do it on a broader scale. We need to be better at data-driven decision-making. We know that's how companies succeed and thrive and become excellent, is that they use the information they have for continuous improvement and to get better. We need to know what it's like to work as a team and become a high-performing team. And we need to be at the cutting edge. We have been there, and we will be there again in different ways than we were before. And I am just so proud and thankful to be part of Greg Atkins' team and be part of the school board team, and I thank you all so very much. And keep in touch with me, because I am one person that can help you, along with 6 others and the superintendent. And if we don't hear from you, we don't know what's going good and what's not. And so often when you're sitting on the board, here's the syndrome that I found when I was first on the board. Wherever you go and you suggest something, people agree with you, because who's going to argue with a school board member, right? And so what we need to do is to question more and more. And we need for you to say, but have you thought about, rather than trying to be just in good favor with the school board member, but to bring us along with you. And I thank you very much. I look forward to sitting up in that seat tonight.
Finally, I'd like to invite Miss Kathleen O'Daniel Morgan, accompanied by her husband G, sister Lee O'Daniel, and mother Lois O'Daniel, to come forward for the oath administered by Dr. Jeff McCullers.
I, Cathleen O'Daniel Morgan,
I, Kathleen O'Daniel Morgan,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution and government
the Constitution and government
of the United States
of the United States
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
that I am duly qualified to hold office
that I am duly qualified to hold office
under the Constitution of the state,
under the Constitution of the state,
and that I will well and faithfully perform
and I will well and faithfully perform
the duties of school board member
the duties of school board member
on which I am now about to enter.
on which I am now about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Well, it's nice to be last because everybody said everything that needs to be said. So I'll just offer a few things. First of all, thank you all for coming. It is so nice to see all of you here. Many of you worked so hard to this outcome of a new board, an expanded board. This election was not about me. This election was about a stark difference in how people see public education in Lee County and how they see the role and responsibilities of school board members. I believe this is the first time in 6 years that we will have a school board that is not agenda-driven, not emotionally fueled, and not reducing difficult educational issues to simple terminology. You are the ones that made it happen. It's not about me. You understood the difference. You understood the difference between the candidates and the platforms. You went out and you engaged the community because school board is not an easy thing for many people in this community to understand. You engaged them. You made them understand that these elections were really important for the future of this community. And so I say to you, hey, thank you. The community thanks you. The education community thanks you because you guys made it happen. And I am very, very grateful for all of the support that was given me and the other candidates during this campaign. You guys emailed, you made signs, you made donations, you held fundraisers. But again, I think the most important thing was you engaged the public in this conversation and made them aware how important public education is in Lee County and how important it is that we be able to move forward as a team. When I ran for school board 4 years ago, it was with some trepidation because I was joining a group that I wasn't quite certain would be the kind of team I was used to working with in a school board situation. I can now say that I am so incredibly excited to be joining Dr. Adkins and the rest of this governance team because I think we have the makings, as has been said, of a fantastic board, a great governance team. We have the leadership, we have the plan, we have the people. I have said throughout this campaign, we have great people in this district, and it's time what happened at the top and how we are reflected in scores reflects the great things that are being done on the ground in the schools by great educators and great supporters of public education. So this is all for you. Thank you so very much, and I look forward to the next 4 years.
How could you not help but be excited about these new board members? So I have to tell you, Personally, I am thrilled and looking forward to the next few years. At this time, everyone is invited to a reception in the atrium, which is in the center of the building. And then, of course, our school board action meeting begins at 6 p.m. So again, thank you very much, and hope that you would all join us in the atrium for our celebration. Thank you.